After 10 straight years in the gym, I'm now able to look back and identify some of the things I used to do that were a humongous waste of time. Things that if I didn't do, I would have got a lot stronger, a lot quicker. So my aim with this video is simply to point out some of those things so you don't waste as much time as I did.
Nice.
So a lot of my decisions that kept me stuck in the gym really just came from the fact I was an overweight child, or I was a fat kid. And even though I lost the weight, I couldn't see that I still thought the same way. So for my first 4 or 5 years in the gym, I was still on a never-ending weight loss journey. It never really stopped, and that was all just to appease my brain, which was still operating like someone who was overweight. And it wasn't just that I was on a never-ending pursuit of losing weight. Because I'd actually lost quite a lot of weight, the bigger driver was the fact I was so terrified of gaining it back. So more food just made me think I was gonna gain weight back. Now, the gym becomes really, really difficult. Getting strong becomes really, really difficult when you're really, really good at not eating. I remember going in the gym over and over and over again and just lifting the same weight. And all I had to do was really simple. I just had to eat more. I didn't even have to do a bulk. That would have terrified the life out of me. Even that word would have scared the shit out of me. Now, that's so simple. But this next problem I had is also just as simple to fix. I can't even believe I've never spoke about this before. Like, it's so stupid it hurts. So there was about 2 or 3 years where I basically only done Romanian deadlifts for legs. Twice a week, I done dumbbells one day, barbell the other day. With really bad form as well, as you can see. And this isn't because I didn't believe in training legs or believed this movement was better than any other movement for legs. It's actually even stupider than that. So my knee was fucked and it was permanently swollen, but anytime I tried any other leg movement, like a leg press, it would just swell up even more. Now, instead of thinking there's probably a fix for this, naturally, my mum had rheumatoid arthritis, so I started panicking. I was like, I've obviously got the rheumatoid. And rather than, calming myself down and going for a physio and paying 50 quid for that, I just left it. Once I got a couple of years into my journey and I started PTing and I went for a physio, it was an easy fix. I just had really bad mobility and a really weak left glute, and once I fixed that, it was gone. You might not even need to go for physio. You maybe just need to do some mobility at the start of your session that will take 5 minutes. None of my clients have ever got the injury I had, and pretty much all of them do this mobility routine that I'm going to give you access to. It's just a YouTube video. It's just a follow along video. It takes 5 minutes. It's really simple, it's really easy. At the very least, you're gonna get 10 times better at squatting, 10 times better at split squats, at lunges, and any hip, knee, or lower back pain you have is probably gonna get a lot better. But anyway, my unwillingness to do this myself or to pay 50 quid for a physio because I would rather spend it on pints at the time meant I couldn't back squat, I couldn't deadlift, I couldn't lunge or split squat or use a leg press. I couldn't do anything. And yeah, I did stall on a lot of my lifts for like 4 or 5 years. Like, my bench press never went up. Maybe my legs would have improved if I could fucking do any of the exercises. This one, right, again, ridiculously easy. Such an easy fix. It does hurt when you finally learn these lessons. But I reckon if I went into a Pure Gym right now, my local Pure Gym, 90% of the people in there would be making this mistake as well. And I know you've probably heard people say train to failure, and you maybe understand that concept, but people underestimate how long it takes to actually learn how to do that. So what I wish I'd done, because I knew I had to train hard enough to improve, I had to go close to failure, but I just didn't concentrate in the gym. And it sounds so stupid, but I've been coaching for 6 years and I know my clients do the same thing. Like, see if you think about it, right? You do about 15 to 20 sets in the gym. The rest of the time, you're sat on your arse thinking of random stuff or trying not to make awkward eye contact with Sally on the cross trainer. So realistically, you only have to concentrate for about 10-15 minutes. And it's still so difficult to master. That sounds so easy, but we still just think about other things whilst doing our sets. But that's all I had to concentrate for, and I still couldn't do it. I'd be doing a set of dumbbell chest press, for example, say I'm trying to do 10 reps. For the first 5 reps, I'm thinking about what am I having for dinner. I was working in a bar at the time, so I was probably like thinking about who's going to be on my shift when I do my shift later. Is it going to be a fun shift? Is it going to be a torturous shift? When what I should have been doing is going, right, I done 10 reps last week, just do anything to get 11. For the first exercise, I would do that, then the rest of the session, Away with the fairies. The gym's actually so simple, it hurts sometimes. Most of the time when I'm coaching, I'm like, here, listen, it's actually not as complicated as you're making it out to be. Dieting is much the same. I wasted a lot of years doing a lot of random things I've seen on the internet, going round and round in circles with my nutrition as well. So I've made the exact same type of video on all of the mistakes I made with my nutrition and trying to lose weight. And I've put it in the corner, either this one or this one, so you don't have to make those mistakes as well.